and it's slowly being absorbed, sooner or later, you're going to have prices going up. And this graph completely illustrates this point. It's going down at the point down here at the lowest point right now. So that's in Tampa. Same thing happening in the number of listings. So I wanted to show you this point because the number of listings is actually going down faster than the value of the listings. So what's happening here, basically the listings, people are putting their prices much higher than what is currently. And this is very, very logical. Because first of all, don't think for a second that the bank is going to let you get those fire sale houses for a very long period of time. These banks, they're already capitalized, they can sit on the inventory, they know the cycle, they've seen slide 1 already. So the only time that you're going to get right now is to offer them a realistic deal. So the foreclosed deals are finished. The real good deals where you can buy in the 20% below market, you already made a thing. We are just now at lower than average market price. So that's how there's a misconception now that you're going to get those wonderful cheap deals out there. They're not available. Right now here in listings in Tampa, right, is dropping to a very low point in the cycle. And we here in Asia are actually the last guys to get the memo. Everybody from the Canadians, the South Americans, Chinese have been buying our property. And some of the local guys as well. In fact, we did a little study. We got a database of who were the people buying real estate in Florida itself. And I found out they belong to 3 professions, which I shall join after this. Which is, first of all, they're lawyers, litigation lawyers, understandable, GPs, and real estate brokers. So these are the 3 currently buying up property in the United States. So now let's get down to the key stats of why the US is such a fantastic place to be in. The median income in Singapore is $525, Australia and the US at $34. The median house price is $500, $600, and $168, $300. So that means the multiple, the affordability index is 5.95 times. Now, most presentations you have seen on US property start with pictures like that, nice granite floors and all that kind of stuff. Like for us at Wesvault, this number is as good as a parquet floor and built-in appliances. Because 4.95 is the lowest number in the entire world. That's how affordable housing prices are in the US. And when people bring you to a property, in Malacca and something, remember what the affordability, what are they earning? If your house is 168, but the general population only earns 12,000, you're not having very affordable houses. In fact, this number is so low that in 5 years, you can afford your house. That means that either A, it stays like that and you can afford this, or B, prices will go up. Now, you may ask a question, which a lot of people ask me, which is, Lionel, it's so low. I mean, why aren't regular Americans going out there and buying these things? I mean, why surely they know it's cheap. And I can tell you right now, they can't get the credit. But instead, I mean, don't trust my opinion. I mean, Steve's here. He knows the US market. So ask him what the situation is in the US. And ask him what really, if it's affordable or not. And ask him if he thinks that's cheap or not. So this is the real number. So now going on to the next point, with all this good jazz going on, what are rentals doing? That's the key point. What are rentals doing? Amazingly, they're going up. How is that possible? I thought they're having a recession. I thought they couldn't afford, their house. Well, a lot of people make a misconception down here that all those people in Florida, or all those people in the United States, have now been vaporized by an atomic bomb and do not exist anymore. Okay? I mean, these people have to live somewhere. And remember where unemployment was at? That's at 12.2%. So that means that 88% of the people still have jobs at that medium income. 80% of the people still need to have somewhere to stay. And they have no credit to buy a house. So they can't buy a house. They're earning that money. What do? They have to rent. So you're seeing the rental market actually moving up. Amazingly, US is turning into a nation of renters, which on CNBC is a very sad thing, but for investors like me, it's a very good thing. So I hope they keep renting. But the point down here is that 2-bedroom rentals continue to go up. Everybody who has been foreclosed in their house has to rent a place. They either move back with their parents, which is maybe somewhere very far away, or they rent a house. And the strange thing is that the 2 bedrooms are moving better than the 1 bedroom. So this means that families are moving in there. I don't actually have the 3 bedrooms, but you're seeing the trend moving up. So rentals going up, asset price coming down. What does that mean? That means improved yields. That's where your 12.2% comes from. So the point that everybody will get into this is basically show me the numbers. Okay, we've seen the macro, we've seen the micro. What does this actually mean? So I'm going to take a real house. I don't have the sketch of it, but this is what the numbers are. You paid $162,000 for the house, totally $163,600, and this is the rent, $1,650. After all the charges there, including admin, which Wesvault provides, you get $860.50 after everything. So that's a 6.3% yield across of 12.2%. These are on properties, prime real estate properties in the middle of town. Now, one question that you will ask will definitely be, where do you get those numbers from? Are these things reliable? Do you guess them or do you estimate them? Well, I can be very certain what those numbers are because that's my place over there. And that's my rental that I bought in Florida, in Harbor Island. So I paid $162,000, I got this deal and I got this return over there. So this is the final equation of what the numbers are. And 6.3, which is a net number, is higher than that graph that you saw with all the cash flow. So this opportunity in the US is why we're doing it right now. So I think that is probably the conclusion of my